You are watching MTG Cribs on MTGO Academy featuring RYANCRABBS.
Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be jumping into a modern daily event with an Open the Vaults Crack Clan Ironworks deck. So this is a second Sunrise like Eggs deck, and recently, or maybe not recently, it's been over a year now I think, second Sunrise got banned in Modern. So this type of deck just hasn't really seen play, but I found this list and it's did good in daily events, so I'm going to try it out. So what we're trying to do is just play a bunch of artifacts that sacrifice themselves or draw us cards like Chromatic Sphere, Chromatic Star, Terrarian, Ichor Wellspring, Mindstone, Prophetic Prism. And what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice them to themselves or to crack Clan Ironworks, which turns them into 2 mana. And then we're going to bring them all back with Face Reward or Open the Vaults. And we also got Lotus Blooms to help us out with that. In addition to those artifacts, we have 1 Codex Shredder, which can help us go infinite by getting back Face Reward or Open the Vaults. And it's not uncommon to do that. This deck's pretty explosive. It can go off turn 4, turn 5. Sometimes that's not quick enough in Modern, but it's definitely pretty sweet. It's definitely fun to play. To help those artifacts along, we got 4 reshapes to tutor out Lotus Blooms or the Ironworks, 4 Thoughtcast to draw cards, and then our win condition is 1 Banefire. And the lands, we got some Glimmer Voids, Plains, Islands, a Buried Ruin to get back an artifact if we need it, Darksteel Citadels, and then Ghost Quarter, which works really well with Face Reward, because you can blow up your own land and then get both of them back when you cast it. Not so much with Open the Vaults, but it's still sweet. Then the sideboard we got a hodgepodge of cards, 1 Aura of Silence, 4 artifacts and enchantments, a Toper Orb, a Defense Grid, Echoing Truth, and this comes in like almost every matchup, because usually you don't know what your opponent's hate will be, whether it's Graveyard, whether it's Artifact Destruction, or usually Stony Silence is really good against us. So this is just like a good answer for everything. A Ghostly Prison, a Cage, a Crypt for Graveyard decks, 4 Ley Lines. These are awesome to come in most of the time, especially with like red being so popular online right now. There's also Ad Nauseam. It's good against Jund, the Rock decks, Shattering Spree, and then some Silences. So that's the list. We're going to try it out and hopefully get some wins with some Banefires.
Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out MTGO Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than 1 event ticket.
Alright, welcome to the start of round 1. We've lost a dice roll. This hand's okay. We have lots of lands. We only play 17 lands where we have 4. But we have a turn 1 Lotus Bloom, which is stellar, a Face Reward, and then 1 artifact that can draw us cards. So we're not going to mulligan. We definitely need to draw kind of good to get a, like, fairly decent to go off turn 4, but it's definitely possible. Okay, Arid Mesa from our opponent. Sacred Foundry. Grim Lavamancer. Okay, some kind of red-white burn deck. So I'll just play Darksteel Citadel, play Terrarion. We drew another one, which is good. So if we're not dead by turn 4, because this deck has no interaction game 1, we're definitely just going to go for it. Scalding Tarn. Attacking, okay, so he's just going to play a Burn Splatter face, looks like. Not use Grim Lawmancer because he could, because the Scalding Tarn's going to die. Another Glimmer Void, definitely, it's not the best draw. Just plays Terrarion. And say go. So he's using the Tarn, let's see what he finds. Probably red, white, blue? Maybe red, white, black? Okay, red, white, blue. Lightning Bolt. So it's maybe like mid-range decks. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with them playing Grim Lavamancer, but that's not like unreasonable. Alright, Steam Vents, okay. So he's keeping 3 mana up. Is he playing Click? Oh, Geist. Okay, ooh. We're gonna take some damage next turn. But we just need to live past that turn and we should be okay. Our Lotus Bloom goes to 1 counter. Alright, Thoughtcast is not a bad draw. And draw 2 cards. Another Terrarian. they're okay. They're better when you have Ironworks because they come and play tapped. So after the first Faith reward, I won't be able to use them for the first time. Oh, the second time. So we're taking at least 6. Hopefully, it doesn't have any counter magic. He probably does. So we're taking 6, going to 9. Seachrome Coast. Okay, so let's try to win. Cast for Lotus Bloom. Alright, let's funnel some mana through here. We'll just go blue-white to start out with. Okay, Ghost Quarter. That's why I didn't play land yet, just because we have Ghost Quarter. And that's a good draw for us. Those are not good draws. Okay, Mind Stone. Ghost Quarter. I really want to draw a card off this Mind Stone. Let's see. I played. I'll have 0. Ghost Quarter this. Have 2. Use 1. Okay, I'll just have just enough. So we'll destroy our Glimmer Void. We drew a lot of basics, so we don't have that many left in our deck. Guess we'll get a Plains. We'll draw a card. And we'll cast Face Reward. So we only get one more card, but at least we could do this again, looks like. If he doesn't counter it. Nope, he had it. And we're taking 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're dead. That's unfortunate. That's kind of like this deck, those Glass Cannon. Oh, we would have drawn Ironworks and we would have got there pretty easily, looks like. Okay, so assuming we have Stony Silence, we need to bring in the bounce spells. We also need to bring in a Defense Grid, so we can't play spells on our turn in Silence. And Echoing Truth. And Ley Lines are like, okay, he does have a lot of burn, but we need to bring in a lot of stuff. So things I cut are Terrarions, because as you can tell, they're just the weakest of the baubles that we play. And also Reshapes. Like a Reshape, and then... one more card, like a Mind Stone. It's also pretty less than stellar. So I accidentally didn't sideboard out enough cards. Unfortunately, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. We're going to play first. I think it's fine. We have a turn 2 Defense Grid and some Artifacts and Sacrifice. So we're not going to mull again. So just going to play Citadel first. Never Glimmer Void because it's very fragile. Pass the turn back. Hopefully it doesn't have Stony Silence, because we only have a couple outs to that. Scalding Tarn, okay. Open the vaults, that's good. I think we're going to play Defense Grid now. You could have a Spell Snare, but we didn't play that many 2-mana artifacts. Oh, I guess you have Spell Pierce too, but he doesn't, which is nice. He fetches a Steam Vents. And a Stony Silence. Okay, that's unfortunate. But, so yeah, so we just need to find Echoing Truth. Hopefully our opponent won't kill us by then. Sig? Wow, okay, that's the card you don't see every day. So yeah, white deck's like a bad matchup for us, just because it's hard to get around Stony Silence. And no Echoing Truth yet. So we're just going to have to wait till we draw an Echoing Truth. I could have brought in the Aura Silence, which probably is right. It's not guaranteed that Stony Silence, but most like white decks, every white deck does. So just gotta wait and hopefully our opponent doesn't kill us. Six pretty good. Turns all his bolts into cantrips. Oh, twisted image. Okay. This deck's very bizarre. I've not seen anything like it before. And lightning bolt. Okay. He's taking two. Does he not know what defense grid does? Like this, he won't be able to do anything during my end step. Chromatic start. And pass the turn back. So we're already at 14, so it's not looking too good for us. Like I said, Stone Silence is quite the beating. Delver's Secrets, okay. Alright, this deck's very interesting. Never seen a deck like this before. Lightning Helix, we're at 10. Gets to draw a card. Can't actually cast this yet, because this is an artifact, so it doesn't add mana. You can't use this ability. We'll just pass the turn back. Let's see if his Delver flips. It doesn't, which is good for us. So we're taking 2, going to 8. Our opponent now has 5 mana, so we can play like a mana leak on our turn. And a Rest in Peace. Okay, so he's just really well prepared for us. So I don't think there's anything we can draw now. So we drew a 4th land, so we're just going to play this Ironworks and pass the turn back. And we're going to take 2 here. Going to 6, so I think 2 burn spells kill us. And we need both of our Young Pyromancer too, okay. Ichor Wellspring, so this is a good one. It gets us to draw cards, even though we don't have to use it. We need to draw 1 this turn, and we definitely did not. So we're taking 4 and then 4. At the very least, we can definitely flip Delver here. And he didn't again. Odd. Very odd. So yeah, it's pretty easy to hate off this deck unfortunately, just because Stone Silence is everywhere. But if our opponent didn't have that, we'd been in great shape. Let's draw another card, and we're at 2. And all the face rewards. They don't work out too well, but hopefully we can do better in the next round.
If you'd like to exchange your Magic Online cards for event tickets while logged in on Magic Online, you can do so by trading Mtgo Academy's official bot, Academy Buy Bot. You can find it in the Magic Online trading area or add it to your buddy list.
Alright, welcome back for round 2. We're on the play this time. This hand's fine. We can reshape into some Lotus Blooms, draw some cards, and hopefully get there. Just like most hands. Alright, so we're going to start with the Terrarian, because it comes into play tapped, and we might end up sacking that turn 2 or whenever to get Lotus Bloom. Let's see what our opponent has. Island, okay, our mortal enemy. Ooh, okay, Thoughtcast is good. So play that Citadel, play this Sphere. Next turn we can Thoughtcast off 2 mana. Let's see a Spell Pierce. Okay, he doesn't. Just say go. Let's see what our opponent is doing. So basically, it can mean a couple things. Steam Vents. Looks like Twin. Alright, I feel like Game 1 Twin's not that good of a matchup. We'll see. We definitely got some good sideboard cards against them. So we pay 2 life, and he's thinking. So I wonder, I don't know what could be 2 mana on your main phase. And he wouldn't pay 2 life if it was just for a Serum Visions. If it was 2, he could have played 1 last turn. Let's see what our opponent does. So our opponent had to reconnect, and he's casting Serum Visions now. Let's see what he does with that. Puts the first one on the bottom and top. So I'm pretty sure he has a Spell Pierce. I can't imagine why else he would be keeping up 2 mana. Okay, so he drew a Lotus Bloom, so that's not good. Like, we want to reshape into both of them potentially. Okay, so we drew the Face Reward. Got the Codex Shredder. And nothing to do, let's suspend this, and we'll just say go. Actually, because he put the card on top, I'm going to use the Shredder on our opponent. Usually, like, you never want to do that, but he wanted this card, so we'll just get rid of it. Alright, he wanted the island, so he's digging for lands, it looks like. Okay, let's see if he goes to tap something during our upkeep. He's clicking us. Alright, can't Faith Rewards in response, so that's just gonna have to happen. So he's gonna take the Face Reward because the reshapes are redundant. I can only imagine. He could take a reshape. No, yeah, he took a Face Reward. Okay. So what do we want to do here? I can reshape now for Lotus Bloom, draw 3 cards, and hopefully hit a Face Reward. We can't play Open the Vaults yet. But he's tapped out, he doesn't have any counter magic open. Let's see. Could try waiting 2 turns. I'm okay with like doing a reshape now though, while he's tapped out. And we'll sacrifice this Chromatic Star we just played. Alright, we need to get the Face Reward. So we're gonna just try to go off, I think. Yeah, let's see why not. Now's a good time, he's tapped out. We'll just add we're gonna use all our mana, so doesn't matter what we do too much. We can't play that yet, so we'll Face Reward. And let's see, we can't if we have the other Lotus Bloom, we could reshape into it and be awesome. So, trying to think. So next turn we'll have like a bunch of mana. I think we'll just call it good for now. Just say go. Like, it's not unreasonable just to do like a mini Faith Rewards and Open Vault to set up a good turns next turn, because we can't net mana because the other Lotus Bloom is being suspended. So might as well just wait. So there's always like an awkward feeling, but I think it's okay. And then we can play around like Mana Leak and Spell Pierce better once this comes into play if we have enough time. And next turn we can reshape into Ironworks depending on what our opponent does. And then we draw 4 more cards between the star and the terrarium and the sphere. And we're just going to Codex Shredder us at end turn. Let's see what our opponent has in store for us. Okay, so we played a Scalding Tarn. So if he didn't have any lands, when we milled him, he's drawn 2 lands off the top, which he probably already had lands. So I don't know why I kept an island then. Okay, searched up a Steam Vents. Maybe this isn't Twin. I can only assume it is. Sandra Prime Master? Oh, okay. That's fine. So he's going to click us again during our upkeep. Maybe we'll click himself. Oh, I didn't shred ourselves. That's fine. It's not too big of a deal. Would have shredded a Thought Cast. So it looks like we're going at least one more turn because he can't kill us next turn. Interesting line by our opponent. I guess if you got nothing else going on, this is fine. So we should take the reshape. But we do get to draw some cards at least. Okay, so he took the Thought Cast. So because of that, let's see. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. We have a bunch of mana. I might be able to even Codex Shredder back this face reward. So we're just going to go for it again. Let's do this. Cast Reshape for 4. We'll sacrifice this Chromatic Star. Okay. So we draw a card. And we drew an Ironworks. That's still fine. I'll still get another one. So we're going to sacrifice our lands. Get a white with this. Terrarium. That nets us some mana and draws us a card. Okay, we're not going to get that Lotus Bloom, looks like. Let's draw a card. Ghost Quarter. Okay. So we're just gonna need mana, so I'm just gonna sacrifice this star. Ooh, another reshape. That doesn't actually help us here yet. So we can go ahead and get back this face reward for 5, and we'll have enough to recast it. Get all these back, and we have the Lotus Bloom. So yeah, so we should be fine. No, it's just a matter of actually comboing off. So always like use my sigils first. Doesn't matter, but just like a procedure, I just do that first. So now we have tons of mana, and we are infinite. Ooh, Acre Wellspring. That's like what I was hoping for. It's one of the better ones. It's a 0 mana draw 2. Drawn land so far. That's not a big deal. We have so much gas right now. Maybe it will be. Okay, we're going to turn this one into a blue. Okay, we drew Banefire. Turn this one into a blue. We're just going to get 2 more mana. Lots of... we're not going to reshape anything. We're just going to get back face reward and do this again. Draw a card. Play the sphere. So now we have tons of mana every color. Mind Stone's good at nets us some mana. We're not going to use it to draw a card because we already have the Banefire. We just need to make sure we have enough mana. Go ahead and get it red right now. It doesn't matter too much. And this nets us some mana. Star. Reshape. Okay. So I think we have enough now. I can't imagine what our opponent could have to stop us. Like, I guess Mind Break Trap main deck would get us, but that would get us anyways. So let's go ahead and Banefire him. And we still have enough in case something happened, we can face reward again. So just get him for 15. So that's pretty good. I think it was a turn 5 win. Kind of whiffed on the turn before, but worked out pretty well. Our opponent didn't have anything going on. So let's go to sideboarding. So against Twin, we got a lot of cards. We want Toper Orbs, Defense Grid, and Silence, and Aura, or not Aura, Silence. Ghostly Prison. We don't care about Spellskite because we can just kill the Spellskite and then get back our Banefire and just keep going. I think that's what we want. So what do we not want? Take on Ironworks. Take on a Mind Stone, a couple Terrarians, and a Reshape. Because you see, like, the first Reshape's good, but then, like, after that, they're not as powerful. Ironworks is obviously really good. I actually don't want to cut any of those. Terrarion is just the weakest of the stars. Let's go ahead and submit this. Okay, so we're on the draw. This hand's fine. We got 2 lands, a Lotus Bloom turn 1, which is awesome. Prism to fix our mana, and the Topper Orb to try to stay alive. So we're not going to mulligan this. Our opponent already went to 6. Let's see if he goes to 5. Nope, he keeps it at 6. Island. No Serum Visions or anything. That's fine. So let's just suspend this, and we'll play our Shredder. I'm just going to shred us. Might as well just do it now, so we don't forget, and then we can pass the turn. Bye-bye Defense Grid. That's fine. So we play just a Lighthouse, and I think he has Counter Magic open, so we're just going to leave with a Prism. Okay, no Counterspell. Drew a Thoughtcast, and we'll mill ourselves now so we can be F8'd. Milled a Thoughtcast, I didn't want to draw that. And boom! Snapcaster Mage, okay. So, because our opponent doesn't have a 3rd land, there's no chance of us just dying. So what am I going to... I'm just going to Thoughtcast here. Alright, sweet. So we drew a land. You know, still don't need to play Topper Orb. I guess we can play it on, like, try to play it on click, but I'd rather have the Chromatic Star in play. Alright, we drew and open the vaults. And we should be good to go next turn. Obviously, have to worry about counter magic, and then like Snapcaster Mage comes down. But like we can go with a face reward, and then if something goes wrong, we can like always open the vaults. So we go to 14. So go ahead and mill us again. Ghost Quarter. Okay, that'd be a nice one to have because it's all these face rewards. Remand. Okay. That one's pretty good against the Lotus Bloom. But I think we're fine, actually. We don't get to use Ghost Quarter because you have to tap it for the Ironworks. It's unfortunate. Let's see if we can, I think we might be able to get there anyways. We're only drawing 1 card per iteration. But like this, eventually we'll get to open the vaults. And we're going to be able to get back the artifacts from milling. Ooh, perfect. Even better. So we'll sacrifice this. Sacrifice these. Add a white. Add a white and then sacrifice it. Guess we can still add a white. If I play this, we go to 3 mana, then we go to 7, so we can still open the vaults if we play this. So I might as well just get that going. And we'll open the vaults. And now we have a Lotus Bloom and Defense Grid, so our opponent's totally locked out. And let's see what we can do now. Just get rid of our Darksteel Citadels. Use that first. And we don't really need to do much else. Like, we're going to draw enough cards off these, what we have in play, so we just need to get to the Banefire and win. Face reward, that's awesome. Okay, there's the Banefire. And I guess we can still play this. Let's see how much mana we have. 6, 11, not quite there. Actually, 17. I just want to face reward one more time, just in case. I don't know what could happen, but I don't want anything bad to happen. Okay, reshape. And let's see. Go like this. Okay, open the vault. So yeah, we're really secure. We just gotta make sure, like, I'm gonna Banefire with enough mana to do something afterwards in response in case anything happens. But we have the defense grid, so nothing can actually happen right now. I'll just add a red. So our opponent had like a kind of awkward draw. Game 1 it appeared at any mulligan, obviously game 2, and it didn't work out too well. But I feel pretty good about this win. Just go ahead and do it for 21, I guess. And boom, we got there, turn 4 on the draw. Obviously our opponent missed land drops, but we did get a Lotus Bloom remanded and still was able to go off that turn. Alright, hopefully we can do it just as well in round 3.
Curious about the price of a Magic Online card? Try our searchable price guide on the right sidebar of any mtgoacademy.com page.
Alright, it's round 3, and we've won the dice roll again, so we get to play first. Whew, this hand. Banefire is pretty much a blank, so it doesn't do anything until we win. We have a Lotus Bloom, but we only have 1 land. If this was a land, this would be an awesome hand, but oh man. It's so close to being playable, but I think we have to mulligan it. Okay, this hand's a lot better. We got reshape. We're not going to mulligan this hand. And like other stuff, we actually have 2 lands. Always just leave it with Citadel, leave it Terrarium because it comes in play tapped, we can't use it immediately. And just say go. So we can turn this into a Lotus Bloom because we can turn the Citadel mana into blue. Alright, more blue decks, Scalding Tarn. Another reshape. Just gonna play Mind Stone. The Chromatic Sphere. Say go. So if, okay, Steam Vents. So it's definitely like, it's probably Splinter Twin. Okay, so face reward. I could just wait a turn, and hopefully they just go to Deceiver, and we just like, we need a third land to do that. Because we have just enough to go off now, but I think we should wait a turn. We could also just reshape into Lotus Bloom now and then have like lots of mana next turn. I'm not opposed to that. But then our face reward gets weaker because we don't get it back whatever we just sacrificed. Okay, I'm okay with waiting a turn. And hopefully like our opponent will try to deceive us during upkeep and we can just go off anyways. It could be wrong, but we'll see. Nothing from our opponent. Okay. So we could be dead this turn. I think it's worth trying to go for it now. So we're going to add 2 blue. Okay, drew land. Let's see what we want to sacrifice. I guess we'll sacrifice the Citadel. That's fine. We don't get to draw a card. We can't sack the Sphere because it's not the word the same as Star, but I don't want to play the Star yet. And the Citadel's less important. In case like this gets countered, we can just try to go off again next turn. So it looks like our opponent has some kind of counter magic ready, and he's thinking about using it. Or maybe just wondering what's going on. He's definitely thinking. Maybe he's been dealing click, maybe he has Deceiver. Don't know. Okay, he's just gonna remand that. And that's fine, that's not the end of the world. Can't wait to sacrifice the Sphere now, that way we still have the land for next turn. So let's see if he goes for a, nope, still no Deceiver. Okay, another face reward. Just gonna try this again. Oh man, we have to sacrifice the Mind Stone because we need this for the white mana. Snapcaster Mage Remand? Oh man. That's a pretty strong set of plays. Okay, so we still have missing land drops and we just lost our artifacts. So let's say go. So, and like our next face reward is just gonna be so small. So yeah. This deck's kind of unfortunately like weak to counter magic. Let's go just start cycling these. Okay. Because we need to get somewhere. Okay, Citadel. No mana floating, nothing we can do, just pass turn back. A neat trick I learned with Thoughtcast, like if I have 4 artifacts and no blue mana, and one of them is a chromatic sphere, I can announce I'm playing Thoughtcast, then sack it for the blue, and even though I only have 3 artifacts then, it'll still let me cast it. Alright, so he electrolyzed us during our end step, now he's playing Serum Visions. Put bottom, bottom, another Serum Visions. It's okay. Top, bottom, okay. Another land from our opponent. So we can play Chromatic Sphere, play Thoughtcast. Another face reward, and we didn't draw a land, so we really need some more mana. We can sacrifice these, but then like our face rewards, they don't work. So I just gotta wait till try again next turn. Hopefully we're not dead. And dealing click, okay. Wonder if this is the. I know someone recently wrote about playing just blue-red control and not playing twin. Wonder if this is that deck. So let's look at our hand. It's less than stellar. So hopefully just a bunch of removal in his hand. Okay, he didn't take anything, which I figured would happen. Take 5, we're going to 9. So we're just going to play Reshape, sacrificing the Wellspring, so we actually get a card out of it this time. That's a land, so that's good. So what we can do is actually, let's see, play Star, craft this for blue, get the other Lotus Bloom, and then still have enough for face reward. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully don't draw it. Oh man, so many remands, okay. Or we play lands, that was... So we're pretty much dead here. I'm taking 5 and he has 6 cards in his hand. Yeah, he's gonna snap back Electrolyze, so we're dead. So going to sideboarding. It's pretty unfortunate, just perfect curve. So I'm not going to bring in Ghostly Prison, I think he's just on the blue-red control. We're just going to bring in the defense grid and the double silence. Take out Reshape, Terrarian, and Terrarian. I'll try this out. Alright, we get to be on the play. Okay, this hand's fine. Got some cyclers, got some lands, got face rewards. Can't argue with that. Let's just lose Citadel into Sphere. Steam Vent's tapped. Okay, so nothing from our opponent this turn. Another face reward. Just play a Wellspring. Say go. So we're in okay shape. So we just need like a reshape or an Ironworks to get things going. And there we go. So hopefully this resolves, but I highly doubt it. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting like a Vendilion Click to come down and the turn, or ooh, a Buried Ruin. That's a good one because you can get back to Ironworks. So we're just gonna go for it. And remand, obviously. All the remands. Broke the fetch. Has in the fourth land. Explosives on one. No! Okay. We just need to draw open the vaults, and we're fine. Banefire, okay. Let's see, so we're gonna take this opportunity to resolve this Ironworks. And we're just gonna say, oh, I guess we can play our Mind Stone. If we draw any like a sphere or star, we can go crazy this turn. Oh, we drew the wrong land. We still really need open vaults to go for it, so I'm just gonna try. Let's see what happens. So we need, okay, white mana, there we go. We need to have just enough. Let's see what we can do here. Still need to draw like a bauble to get there. Drew a Thoughtcast. No blue mana though, unfortunately. Okay, so we'll just pass. So we had a chance to go crazy, we just drew 3 lands in a row. Okay, there's a Chromatic Star, we just missed it. Cast Thoughtcast. And I think once again we're just gonna pass. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I shouldn't have tapped my white because we could have actually like face rewarded, and like if he remanaged, face rewarded again. And there's a click. I think that's okay. He's gonna take the reward. Maybe I should have went for it there. If I didn't tap my white, I definitely could have went for it. Maybe like we'll get open the vaults, and we'll get like a, what's it called, silence, and see how far we can go. Oh, I took the Banefire. Okay, that was definitely the wrong one to take. Because it doesn't matter where it's in my deck. So I'm going to shuffle my deck. And get to go crazy. So here we go. Serum Visions from our opponent. Top and top. Okay, so you got some good stuff coming. Might Ghost Quarter or Scalding Tarn just to get them. So I think we're going to play this Darksteel Citadel. Ooh, that's a perfect draw. So we're going to play that first. Okay, that's gone. So he needs to counter this. Like a hard counter it. Because we have so much mana. Remand. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Alright, sweet. So let's go ahead and thought cast. Ooh, Ichor Wellspring's a good one. So yeah, I think we got this game. Should be in good shape. Go ahead and sack the Wellspring. Sack the Terrarian. Oh, we drew the reshape. Let's see. We don't have enough. Actually, we do. Let's just go ahead and Ghost Quarter our island. I think we have an island left. Oh, we just had a plains. Oh my gosh, that's really, really bad. We drew all our islands. So what do we want to do now? So 3 mana floating. I guess we can get back like a chromatic star. I think let's see. Break this for blue. Then we have blue. And then we can reshape this star into a lotus bloom, and we have enough. Okay. So that was pretty good draw. The defense grid allowed us to actually get there this turn, I think. So we're not going to sacrifice the defense grid for the mana this time because it's not worth it. And we'll go ahead and face reward. Now Drew open the vaults. Okay, so we're in great shape. We shuffled our deck already. Don't need to worry about this. Okay, so this is the first time I ever used Buried Ruin, and that worked out pretty well. So get rid of our lands first. We have no more basics in our deck, so that can be used to untap our blue source, though, just because it gets back. Ooh, another one. Okay, sweet. So we're in great shape. Now open the vaults. So we just need to find that Banefire. We're going to destroy this. I'm not going to use the ability at 3 white. Kind of do things in random order, like it doesn't matter too much at this point. Going to add a blue. Drew a reshape, so ooh, Perfect Prism is even better. I was going to sacrifice the Ironworks, but this is a better thing to sacrifice. So float a blue through it. Go get the other Lotus Blooms, so we're just going to pretty much go in infinite. And let's just gonna play another Ironworks. And we can play our last Ironworks. And we'll open the vaults. Oh, I was thinking sacrificing land didn't do anything because we opened the vaults and not face reward. With the second Sunrise, it didn't matter because both of them got it back. Alright, so there's the Banefire. I think we're just gonna... We have like a ton of mana, so we can just go for it now. Just gonna, like I said before, I just want to make sure I have enough mana open to face reward in response, or open the vault in case anything goes wrong. You don't need to draw cards off these spheres. Let's just Banefire. For even 20, even though he's at 19. Oh, I got back his Engineer Explosives. I forgot about that. Open the vaults. Return all artifacts and enchantments. So could have killed my 0 drops, but like that doesn't matter. Alright, so that's a turn 7 win. A little slow, but the defense grid was awesome. I wonder if like this actually be playing more on the sideboard. It just seems so good. And the fact that we can tutor for it with reshape just is insane. So well, I just think Topo Orb isn't bad. Like, it turns off all those stupid creatures. I'll cut a Terran for it and see how it works. Even though I'm 100% positive he's not on Twin. Okay, this hand needs too much stuff. Like, we have all these face rewards and no lands, no way to get there. So we're gonna mulligan. Okay, this hand's fine. Just not too much going on, but and another land, another basic land, just like the worst draws. Though we might be okay, we'll see. Peak, okay, so he knows what's going on. Seems like with this version, I have a lot more time because they're way slower at killing us, which is really nice. Okay, I thought casting would play that next turn. Let's say go. If he goes to click, like, we can reach, like, I'm fine with him clicking, so we don't need any of these cards particularly. Oh my gosh, he has the Deceiver. Okay. Was not expecting that. I was like 100% positive he did not have it. Well, that's awkward. Yeah. I wonder if he sideboards it. That's so weird. We didn't see anything first two games. See, we can reshape into Bloom. We only have 4 mana, so not quite enough to do anything. So we got pass, and hopefully we're not dead. Luckily, we brought in Toper Orb. So that's all. We didn't draw it obviously, but at least we had something for the combo. No twin yet. We're not dead. It's always the best feeling in the world. And we drew a Bloom, which is like one of the worst feelings in the world. Let's see what I want to do here. We're definitely spending this because nothing else we can do with it. We can Ironworks. He definitely has like something, like counter magic up. I think we're just trying to Thought Cast. So our opponent obviously has counter magic and whatnot. He's thinking about what he's going to do. Cryptic Command. Well, I'm happy about that. Vessel Lighthouse. No twins, so we're not dead. Like, the longer this game goes, is no, we're not dead is just the best. Ooh, face reward. So he's 5 cards. We can go for it. I think we can try for this. This does put us off of Ironworks mana, but he didn't have it. Okay. Let's see if I sacrifice this for white. Play this. We don't have quite enough mana. We're 1 short of casting face reward. So we'll have 0 and 1, 2, 3. So I'll turn this into a blue. Let's just go ahead and see if this resolves. Dispel. Okay. So I'm not too worried. Like, we have this backup Open the Vaults. So he's using Lighthouse. But we don't have any white mana until this Lotus Bloom comes in play, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we're dead. Not dead yet. Yes. Woo! He's down to 4 cards in hand. Obviously gets to loot every turn. Ooh, Glimmer Void. That's risky. Probably should have not played that. I wasn't even thinking. I just like snap played it. Okay. Resolved. And we're to our end step. Okay. So this at least stays around to his end step, but I don't think that matters. Ooh, because of the grudge, we don't get to use our Lotus Bloom. He gets to kill it during our upkeep, which is really unfortunate. And we once again don't have 4 mana for the Ironworks. So we're needing a lot, but I guess we're just staying afloat. So that goes away. Maybe he won't kill it? Okay, or he can remand it. I think it would be better just to kill it. We'll just play our Ironworks. Suspend. And say go. I can't imagine we're gonna stay alive for much longer. He can grudge the Ironworks. Yeah. But doesn't get use Lighthouse at least. Serum Vision's okay. Bottom. So he's just digging for that twin. Hopefully we can live long enough to cast this Lotus Bloom. Second open the vaults. Here comes a click. So he's not lighthousing again, and he doesn't have twin, so I think we're kind of stuck here, so I think it'd be better for him just to try to find it. Okay, so obviously he didn't take anything. And we're going to 11. Now we're on a little bit quicker clock. We still, I think we have another turn. Face Reward, okay. So with Face Reward, we get to play around like upkeep, killing our Lotus Bloom, which is nice. We discard a Deceiver. Another Serum Visions. Bottom, top. Alright, he found something. Let's try to kill him. I wish one of these was a face reward, that way like if we drew a land we can go off twice. Oh man, so many remands. Oh, and there's a silence. So kept the card on top. I think I'm just gonna silence him during his upkeep. I don't know what I'm looking to draw, but I feel like we're dead. Our opponent gave us plenty of time, and we just weren't able to pull it together. So we're just dead next turn. Yeah, this deck, without a defense grid, yeah, we're dead. We're not able to really play against counter magic too well. That's why I don't know why the person who where I got this deck list only played 1. I guess there's the silences, but I feel like defense grid is just so much better. Alright, what's the end of our daily event? But now I'll jump into a 2-man and bring you one more match with the deck.
If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards with event tickets while logged in on Magic Online, look at Mtgo Academy's selection by trading our official bot, Academy Sellbot. You can find it in the Magic Online trading area or add it to your buddy list.
So I went ahead and joined a 2-man to get another video for you guys. I'm not gonna mulligan this hand. Sweet, got Lotus Bloom and Terrarium and Face Reward and Reshape, like everything we could ever want. Maybe an Ironworks would have been good here. Another artifact that can stack for mana, like that one. So we'll play Terrarion and a Lotus Bloom. So Scalding Tar, another blue deck. That's kind of unfortunate playing against so many blue decks, because I feel like this deck is pretty good and pretty strong against Affinity and Pod and Black-Green and Black-Green-Red and Burn and those kind of decks. We just haven't really get to play against any of those decks. Just lots of islands. My opponent's asking eggs. Yep, that's us. So watery grave. Okay, that's one you don't see too much in modern. Marsh flats. Sacks immediately for Godless Shrine. So Esper? Maybe it's gifts. Or it's just mill? Okay. Glimpse, that's something you don't... Okay. I know like a while ago like people were trying out like a turbo mill deck. So our other Lotus Bloom's gone. So we can't reshape into it. Then play Mind Stone and Terrarian. Say go. Hopefully we can live long enough to cast this Lotus Bloom. There's one Open the Vault's gone, and no, the Codex Shredder's still in there. Another Glimpse. Still one Open the Vaults, no more face rewards. He just Ghost Quartered our Darksteel Citadel. And we're not gonna search. Okay, let's open the vaults. Sounds perfect. Hopefully it resolves. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say go. Can't do anything this turn. Hopefully it just fires off another mill 10 at us. Ooh, that's pretty good. if there's 20 cards in a graveyard, he gets to draw 3, and that's exactly how many we had. It's pretty good. Another Watery Grave untapped. Mesmeric Orb. Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, okay, that doesn't matter right now. So it looks like we should be able to win this. Can't imagine what would happen where we don't. I'm just gonna fire it off. Ooh, Codex Shredder, okay. Yeah. We'll keep open the Glimmer Void. I guess we can draw a card, we don't need to. So we drew 2 cards. Our opponent's doing our work for us. We even drew the Banefire. Did we get Ironworks? We did. Okay. We just gotta make sure we don't search our library, because he can have Archive Trap and give us for 13 more cards. Let's add mana with our Mind Stones. We're gonna sacrifice them just for mana. So yeah, our opponent's doing a great favor. Usually bring in like Graveyard Hate. They might even have it in the main deck, so like to avoid this kind of problem happening. But we got Ley Lines, so hopefully that can get around that. I'm gonna probably open one more time, or face reward even. And I think we don't need white mana. We have these Lotus Blooms, so I'm gonna sacrifice these spheres. So you don't need to draw more cards. Sacrifice a star. We're actually there already, right? Yeah, we're just gonna Banefire him now. Once again, keep open a Lotus Bloom in case anything goes wrong. Go up to his face. So yeah, sweet. We had not as much work as we normally have to do. And now for 22. Oh yeah, I forgot he took like tons of damage off his own spells. So I think we just want our Ley Lines here, and we'll call that good for now. And reshapes could be a little risky, and we'll go like that. There's an off chance he brings in Leyline in the Void, I just realized, so we probably want these Echoing Truths, just in case. Like I said, always seem like a viable. Oh, didn't get time to put them in. That's unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. We're not going to mulligan. These double ley lines might not be, like, so wish I only had one, because I don't know how well he can deal with them. Galva Shrine. Oh, I probably wanted for Stony Silence too. Untapped. Okay, we're gonna play Citadel first, like we normally do. We'll play Star and say go. No second land? I find that hard to believe. No second land, okay. So we just gotta try to kill him as quickly as possible. So we're 3 artifacts, so Thoughtcast costs 2. I don't know how they ever thought Affinity was like a fair mechanic. Like your spells are just insane. A 1 mana draw 2, like 0 mana 4/4, 0 mana 2/2s. I don't know what they were thinking. That just seemed like I remember when Affinity like Mirrodin came out. Oh, our opponent just scooped, so that's unfortunate. But we did at least got one good game, I guess. Well, there's eggs. Definitely not a tier 1 deck. Very fringe, but it's fun to play, and if you ever get a chance, you can try it out. Alright, thanks for watching, and please leave your feedback in the comments. Let me know what you liked, and also, you guys can always suggest decks for me to play, and I'll see what I can do. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.